Your home for hoops, ESPN 1000. The home of the Bulls.
And the home of Mike and Mike.
From the Mazda State Street Studio in downtown Chicago.
This is WMVP AM Chicago.
The following program is a paid advertisement. The views reflected on this show are not necessarily the views of ESPN 1000.
It's 106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
You heard the boys. Let's hit it. A one, a two, a 1, 2, 3. Good morning. How you doing there, buddy? You sound so good this morning. I'm so happy for you. Well, good morning, sportsmen, and welcome to Chauncey's Great Outdoors. Guess what? I'm back in the studio. Mr. Bleck is right over there, somewhere behind the dark glass. I can't see him. And we are here, back from the Bassmaster Classic and running around and all kinds of stuff. I mean, I'm pretty excited, and we've got a lot of good stuff coming up today in today's show. And I want to thank everybody who listened to the program last week and who came aboard, and just lots of comments from. Thank you. I am just humbled where I was getting email from all over the country from people saying how they're listening, enjoying the Bassmaster Classic, and the photos on Facebook at Facebook/Chauncey's Great Outdoors and all kinds of neat stuff like that. I mean, thank you to everybody. Hey, first of all, let's foist things foist. That's right. First things first, we got to talk about our sponsors. That's right. Bass Pro Shops, all 3 stores. Like we count in Chicago, Branch, Lemon, Tree, all 3 stores. 3 stores. We're talking about Bolingbrook, Portage, Indiana, and Gurney Mills. Waterworks Marine on 18660 South Cicero Avenue in Country Club Hills. Got a super sale going on. Go check out their website. They got some great bargains. Paul's Pizza in Westchester. Yeah, baby. The new Midwest Outdoors magazine. Wren Lake Tourism Bureau and Wren Lake Lodge. Vermilion Dam Lodge. Yellowbird Fishing Products, who, as a matter of fact, is in an outdoor show in New York. So if you happen to be in the New York area listening, stop in there and say, hey, I heard Chauncey talk about you today at Redmond. They're at the Redmond Community College. And say, hey, I heard Chauncey talk about you. You might get a free lure out of it. You never know. Our good buddies at Plano Molding. And don't forget, we are the official site of the Shimano, that's right, high school fishing team and college team. And we are going to have somebody very special on the program in a little bit. I'm very excited about that. And don't forget to like us at Facebook/Chauncey's Great Outdoors. Whew, that was enough. And our phone number, 1-312-332-3776. That's 1-312-332-3776. All right, coming up on today's show, we got a really big shoe for you, a really big shoe. We've got our good buddy, Edwin Evers. Honest to gosh, I wish I had money in Vegas on him. He was the guy, I'm like, he's gonna come back from behind and win this. And he did. He was the Bassmaster Classic champion last weekend in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We're going to be talking to him later on in today's show. But something that if I was wearing buttons, I'd be popping my buttons because we've got 2 young anglers, Dailus Richardson and Trevor McKenny from Benton High School. Benton is where actually Wren Lake is, which I'm pretty excited about that. And so they fish a lot of the waters that we fish. But these 2 young gentlemen just pulled out the can of whoop you know what and whopped all the other high school teams from around the country that were at the high school Bassmasters Classic, also going on in Tulsa. And we'll be talking to them about what it was like, going through it. And we're going to try to take your phone calls at 1-312-332-3776. Okay? That's 1-312-332-3776. We got that. I'm trying to count all my fingers here. And later on, we're going to have fishing reports and all kinds of neat stuff for you to hear about what's going on in the local area. And You should see. I got a C, a.k.a. a swamp of papers on the counter here. So I'm going to make sure we get through everything here. The Classic, I can't tell you. It was just unbelievable. If you went on Facebook / Chauncey's Great Outdoors, you could see one day I stood in the middle of the arena. That was my position during the show, keeping tabs on the photographers and the media people and the people in the Geico live wells to make sure that, nobody jumped the fence or anything like that. But, I mean, everybody was very well behaved, very well behaved. But, I mean, that was my position, and I just took a 360-degree spin and showed what my view was. It was unbelievable. It truly was. It was so exciting to see all the activity going on out there, the anglers coming up there. I really thought Mr. Christie was going to pull it off, but I kept looking at, Edwin, and I was like, the guy's got something there. We're going to be talking to him a little bit more, but it was just pure excitement. Pure excitement. You can't go wrong with that. They had 140-some thousand people come to the event in 3 days. That's a lot of bodies. It was just truly great. And, coming back, we're listening to the radio, and our friends in Shreveport and Bossier City, our hearts are out to you guys. I mean, if there's something we can help you with, give us a call back here in Chicagoland area. There's a lot of people that those floods down there are just destroying. It was just heartening to see, but it was kind of, it was great at the Classic. I mean, I can't tell you how much excitement we had. And if I get a chance, I have to tell you about, we get whiteouts up north. That's when you can't see because the snow's blowing. Down there, they get smokeouts. That's the term I came up with. They get these prairie burns going on out there, and we're talking 4,000 or 5,000 acres burning at one time. And just like in the winter up here where you get snow blowing and you can't see anything, down there, the smoke covers the road. You can't see anything. Give me the whiteout. I can handle the whiteout. Smoke? No, okay. But it was an interesting trip there and back. I will tell you that, everybody. So we did that. We got our great guests coming up. And don't forget you at 1-312-332-3776. You're listening to Chauncey on Chauncey's Great Outdoors. You know us. We know the outdoors. Hey, come to Bass Pro Shops and bring the family dog. That's right. This is the Dog Day Sale and Family event going on right now through tomorrow, March 12th. Get everything you need for the family pooch. They will love them. They got all kinds of gear, play toys, beds. Dog needs a new bed. Come on, Yeah, I know he shares the bed with you, but that's okay. Also, you can load up on your tackle box for all of our open water fishing going on right now. Actually, you can get a free 4x6 photo with some great sales going on right now. You've got free seminars, gifts, and more all going on at Bass Pro Shops Family Event, which is a super time to get there. So come to Bass Pro Shops Dog Days Family Event at all 3 stores, Bolingbrook, Portage, Indiana, and Gurney Mills. Bass Pro Shops, where your next outdoor adventure begins indoors.
Paul's Pizza and Hot Dogs on 31st and Wolf Road in Westchester is the home of the largest and best Italian beef you'll find in the Chicagoland area. With a full menu of charbroiled sandwiches, pasta, Italian favorites, and more, you'll know why people throughout the suburbs and Chicago will drive to Paul's for a true Chicago-style Italian beef. But Paul's Pizza and Hot Dogs on 31st and Wolf Road in Westchester also has a catering menu of Italian favorites like eggplant parmesan, salads, manicotti, chicken Vesuvio, marsala, and more. To make your next party special, call Paul's for catering at 708-531-9080. That's 708-531-9080. So stop on out to Paul's Pizza and Hot Dogs in Westchester on 31st and Wolf Road and taste what a true Chicago tradition is like. The Red Lake Resort has been totally upgraded and remodeled and is truly a little bit of heaven at Exit 77, just off Interstate 57. From new furniture, linens, flat screen TVs to the most comfortable bed you'll ever feel, it's like you're sleeping on a cloud and more. The Red Lake Resort is also the only resort on Red Lake, and you are only minutes away from being on the water right from your room. But you can also go hiking, biking, golf, and more It's even the gateway to the Southern Illinois wine trails. So make your plans now and come to Wren Lake Resort, the only resort on Wren Lake. Call them at 618-629-2211. That's 618-629-2211, or go to wrenlakeresort.com. The Waterworks Marine Group, Chicagoland's #1 marine dealer, has once again received the Mercury Marine prestigious Customer Satisfaction Index Award. Less than 80 of 4,000 dealers across the country receive this award, making Waterworks Marine your one store for service and all your boating needs. This weekend, see the special Chauncey pricing on Lund fishing boats only at the All Canada Show in St. Charles, Illinois. Visit Waterworks at waterworks.com or at 18660 South Cicero Avenue in Country Club Hills, or 708-798-9700.
When you're fishing for salmon with Diamond Ghost Charters on Lake Michigan, the two words every fisherman
I don't know
wants
if we
to
have a
yell
Waterworks
is,
spot
"Fish
on
on!" And Captain Tony of Diamond Ghost
That's the
Charters
last one
will
that's
put
in the
you
system.
on the fish when you're looking to go. A salmon fishing trip with Diamond Ghost Charters is a perfect way to spend a half a day or a full day out fishing with friends, family, or co-workers all on Lake Michigan. So let Diamond Ghost Charters out of Winthrop Harbor hook you up with a chunky summer coho, a trophy fall king, or a lunker lake trout. They're all waiting for you with Diamond Ghost Charters. Don't wait. Call Captain Tony at 847-838-2037. That's 847-838-2037. And get ready to yell, "Fish on!"
It's Chauncey's Great Outdoors on ESPN 1000 and ESPNChicago.com.
I like a catfish in the river, like a flounder in the sea. When the rapture comes along, she always makes a fool of me. I go a hook, line, and sinker.
Oh yeah, baby. Get them shoes going, everybody. Welcome back to Chauncey's Great Outdoors, and we got a little bit of a note here. As a matter of fact, we've got the Bob and Linda Sousa said they're on I-40 East, 60 miles outside of Knoxville, Tennessee. Chris, listening to our show live over their Radio Indy car. Mr. Black, they also listen to your show, so you better say hello to them.
Hello.
There you go. Hey, let's talk about some fishing reports. That's right. We've got Lake Michigan. Whoo! Browns, cohos, action's doing, get a good day of weather, boy. They're going crazy out in the Indiana waters and in the southern area of Illinois waters. East Chicago, Portage have been really good spots. Michigan City, you know what I mean. Also, streams are getting better for some of the steelhead. Water flows are very good. Temperatures are looking excellent. So let's not pass that action up. LaSalle Lake opens on Tuesday. LaSalle opens up, so I know, man, them big catfish are just waiting to say hello to a hook and line. Oh, man. You get them big catfish blues. That's what guys, you ought to play some blues music. The catfish will come all the time to that. Crappie reports have, picked up pretty good in a lot of areas. Tampier, Bussey, and Skokie, and some local ponds are producing some catfish action, which I really like to see. Down in Braidwood, bass, ooh, baby. I can't wait for the Fishing for a Cure event that we host down there and do our live show, because they're getting some good catfish action. Water temperatures, I'd say you need to watch the plant, okay? And if the plant's doing well and they're pumping, it's going to be warm water on the hot side. But they're doing very well. They've been catching a few stripers by the boat ramps, according to one of our anglers. And he said it's doing quite well. LaSalle is doing very well. Weekends a little bit heavier tractor, but weekdays, they said, Chauncey, it's pretty nice. Nobody's around. It's pretty good. Our friends over up on the Chain of Lakes say walleye are being caught around the current areas, and crappie are moving into the channels with the ice out. I can hear a phone call coming from Bob, my good buddy there, Sam Wilson, and our, what's that other guy's name, the muskie angler, Gutman, yeah, you know that Gutman guy. Oh, for crappies, that'll be so pretty on the grill. Don't even scale them. Just clean them out, put them on a grill. Scales and skin all come off real quick. We're seeing some activity going on in Fontana, a little bit of action. So that action is okay. The water's getting real iffy, and it'll be breaking very soon. In Wren Lake, we're seeing good activity. A lot of rain down south, so they're expecting that water level to come up. Walleye are only a little bit fair in about 10 to 14 feet of water. Bass action was hot, then it dropped down again. Near Starved Rock, we're seeing some... the river has come up and it's muddied a little bit, but it should be better by today and tomorrow. Last weekend, they were catching saugers, on jig and crawlers. That's another good thing. I mean, all these fishing reports from my friends that are saying, hey, since you're at the Classic and you couldn't go fishing, Chauncey. There were some other comments they made, too, about being at the Classic without them. We got that. Kankakee River. They're doing fair to decent. That's not a bad sign to see right now also. Wisconsin, a lot of those waters are all just first time opening up, so we're seeing that activity. And the ever popular, second most popular thing, might be the first popular thing of my show, is the Aiden Fishing Report from West Michigan. Aiden's my grandson. And I read it just as I get it, so I don't even look at it until you're hearing it from my lips. Papa, did you bring me anything back from the Classic? That's the first way he starts out with. In St. Joseph, my neighbor said the pier anglers caught some steelhead and brown trout on small hooks. In the St. Joseph River, he told me he also is getting some steelhead there on spawn, jigs, and wax worms. What are beads? I guess he must catch them on beads, too. All the fish ladders are open, and steelhead were found in Berrien Springs. I want to go there and take a look at them with my camera so I could see, but they said that there's a camera you could watch the fish swim by. In Grand Haven, the piers are open, and they've caught some steelhead and brown trouties. Trouties, Trouties. By my house, the fish ladders are open in Grand Rapids. Anglers found good steelhead action, spawn, flies, and waxworms. Muskegon River, water levels are up, fish are moving, but spawn and waxworms were your better things to try. White River had some steelhead, but nobody was there fishing. I looked. Please, bring my gift from the Classic. I love that little kid. Oh, he brings it there to my eye. Hey, a couple other things we need to get some information out. Spring turkey, spring. You know what a youth is? Okay. Spring youth turkey season. Permits are available over the counter. We mentioned LaSalle Lake is opening on March 15th on Tuesday. That'll be a good sign. It'll be open from 6 a.m. to sunset. That will be good. The fishing information booklet for 2016 is available as a downloadable. Download it, put it in your smartphone. Don't use the excuse, I couldn't find one. It's in your phone. Read it. Sometimes the fish aren't biting. It gives you a little bit of time to do some stuff like that. The Friends of Volo Bog are offering an entering scholarship and continuing scholarships for $1,000 each to outstanding students interested in pursuing environmental careers. Very nice. If you want more information, go to friendsofvolobog.org for more information there. And last but not least, always, the 2016 fishing tournament information is now available online for Illinois anglers. There are some rules, and they've got more than 2,100 tournament permits that were applied for already in the state of Illinois. So, all of that, and just go to, you can get more information at ifishillinois.org and get all the information you need if you're planning on running a tournament or anything like that. We got the fishing reports. We did this. Back to the Classic. Real quick. I mean, it was so exciting to see the weigh-ins. There's, thousands of people at, 4 a.m. out in the cool. It was cold one day. But just beautiful with the sunrise coming up. We got the photos on our Chauncey at Facebook /Chauncey's Great Outdoors, cheering their favorite anglers on. It was great to see the young guys out there, the new guys that are coming up in the ranks. Some of these guys came out of college, got their degrees. Now they're fishing the circuit. They're in the Bassmaster Classic. Some of the old guard, some did very well. Some of them, had a tough time. But it's great to see the camaraderie of the anglers, the availability to so many people. I didn't see one angler that was, if somebody didn't walk up to him to talk to him or ask for an autograph, every one of them were so kind to everybody there. And I really have to say, it's, kudos to them. Bassmasters, from, everyone, from the top of that organization down through every department. Eric Lopez did an unbelievable job with the event because he's kind of like riding the chief dog and bottle washer of the event, the expo, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Communications, Dave Preck, Helen, and Helen White also did a fantastic job. It was so perfectly run this year. It was like you were looking for, it's like, I'm looking for a problem. Well, there was none. Everything was just beautifully run. I was so glad to be part of it, and I hope I'm invited back next year. It was really a lot of fun. That's all I can say. And we worked hard, but we had a lot of fun, a lot of laughs, and interviewing the anglers and all kinds of stuff. And you'll be hearing Edwin Evers later on in today's show to enjoy it too. Oh, wow. Guess what time it is? Hey, you're listening to Chauncey on Chauncey's Great Outdoors, the Midwest #1 most listened to outdoor radio show east of the Mississippi River. This is Chauncey on Chauncey's Great Outdoors. You know us, we know the outdoors. Hello, everyone. This is Chauncey, your host of Chauncey's Great Outdoors Radio.
All right, I'm going to call them. You might have to stall a second or two at the start of the segment while I get them out.
It's called Midwest Outdoors. No, I'm not going crazy. Midwest Outdoors has been here, but this is the new Midwest Outdoors. It's better than ever, and it's jam-packed with new features, great information on fishing and hunting that you can use. Whether you want to know where to go, what to use, how to use it, or just plain enjoy the outdoors, the new Midwest Outdoors is worth a look. Every issue has great articles from your favorite professional outdoorsmen, and this month's marked map will get you on the fish on your favorite lake. Midwest Outdoors is available at leading newsstands, or you can have it delivered to your home for only $14.95 for 12 issues. You can sign up online at MidwestOutdoors.com or call them at 800-606-3474. All major credit cards accepted. That's MidwestOutdoors.com or call 800-606-3474. The new Midwest Outdoors magazine and television show, helping you enjoy the outdoors. Hook and Hunt TV.
Okay, we're back in 10. I have Dailus. I need to call Trevor, so just give me one more second.
Weekly newsletter
after we get
and
back.
Join host Jim Crowley as he covers everything that goes bang and or splash. Get hooked on the hunt at hookandhunttv.com.
It's Chauncey's Great Outdoors on ESPN 1000 and ESPNChicago.com.
Yeah, let's get that guitar going down there, folks. Let's hear the song a little bit there.
Papa was a fishing man.
Oh, yeah.
Papa was a fishing man.
Really, it was my mother.
He loved his cars and his steel guitar.
Oh, yes. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Chauncey's Great Outdoors. And, we have, I can't tell you, everything was so exciting. And, there's the Bassmaster Classic for the professional anglers. Then there was a college classic for the top college fishing team in the country. And then we ran into the high school classic. That's right. There was a high school classic. Are you hearing this? And they were there, and we had so much fun. There was lots of cheering and screaming and all kinds of neat stuff going on there. And we were just excited. And I'm standing in the middle of the arena, and when I heard some stuff, I was like, oh my God, these are our people. We're getting everybody on the line here real quick here, so we'll get them all to talk to us. And don't forget to our friends out there on the East Coast there at the World Fishing and Outdoor Show in Redmond Community College in New York. You stop in and see our friend at Yellowbird. Rick is there and say, hey, I heard Chauncey on Chauncey's Great Outdoors this morning. He said if I come and buy a lure, I'll get a free lure, maybe?
I got to call one of them back.
Okay.
Only Trevor's there.
So we're going to get that. We've almost got our people online here and stuff like that. On March 26th, we've got the indoor fishing swap meet and sale going on. That's right. It's presented by the Walleyes Unlimited, Saturday, March 26th from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. And let me tell you, at an event like that, you want to be there at 7:30 in line because the good stuff goes quick. And it's at the Fox Lake Legion Hall, 703 North US Route 12 in Fox Lake, Illinois. So if everyone check that out. Admission's only $2. Age 18 and under are free. I'll be going to the Walleye Unlimited dinner they have at Illinois Beach State Park this evening. I'm looking forward to that, and that'll be very exciting to go to. Very exciting to go
Both there.
Okay, on the phone with me, we've got We Are the Champions. Da, 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 da. Hey, we've got Dailus Richardson and Trevor McKenny. Guys, how are you?
Pretty good. How are you?
Are you excited?
Oh, yeah. We're beyond excited for this.
Oh, man. Now, first of all, let me talk to Dailus first. Dailus, where are you? Dailus, you there?
I'm right here. Yeah.
Okay. You guys did it. I mean, when they said Benton High School, I spun around. I thought I needed to go see my chiropractor. I was so excited. And somebody turn your radio down there who's in the background because I'm getting a little here in the back. But what's it like when you get up on that? First of all, what's it like to fish the high school classic?
Oh, man, it's a once-in-a-lifetime deal. I mean, I've dreamed about it ever since I was a little kid watching all the pros on TV. And ever since I was little, I've always told myself that that's what I wanted to do, and I wanted to be up on that stage one day holding that trophy up.
Dailus, little was only a couple of years ago, okay? Oh, man, now you and Trevor, I mean, you're on the boat looking at the launch, you're going out there. Did it kind of sink in and you said, whoa, what am I doing here?
Yeah, it did. In the morning, I couldn't even hardly talk. I was just like, wow, we're fishing the high school Bassmaster Classic. I'm a senior in high school, and it was really like a dream. And just the experience we had last weekend is words can't describe the feelings we had.
Mm-hmm. And, I can imagine, I can only imagine what it had to be like. And, you're at the event, and you got guys like, Edwin Evers, Polinek, Kevin Van Dam, Skeet Reese, and I can go on, and all these guys are coming up to you when they see you, right?
Yeah, we actually parked in the same parking lot as them, and as we're walking back to our truck after the weigh-in, we walk over, there's Kevin Van Dam. Oh, we get our picture with the trophy, talk to Kevin. Oh, there's Randy Howell. Get our picture with Randy, talk to Randy. I mean, it was just an experience that I will never forget as long as I live.
Oh, and once again, this segment is being brought to you by our friends at Shimano, the sponsor of the high school and college fishing report that we have. And they I know they were very helpful to all the high schools around the country in this program. But I mean, can you guys? Was it a tough bite? Well, I mean, kind of. What did you guys do different that you guys caught fish? Is what I'd like to know. Can you tell me, Dailus?
Well, pre-fishing, we tried to get away from everybody is what we did. We went way back up in a creek. We had about an hour and 10-minute long boat drive, and we didn't see any other boats back there pre-fishing, so we figured, maybe we'd get back away from everybody, and we started catching the fish, and then on tournament day we came back, and our pattern, the fish just weren't biting like they were the day before.
Mm-hmm.
So we had to alter our pattern a little bit. We started throwing crankbaits and jigs, and we ended up and found the same fish, just they weren't biting the same baits.
Oh, I mean, because it's really, there's a lot of pressure. Isn't there, Trevor, on you when you're at an event?
Yeah, there is, but I mean, you got to go out and just think, I'm just going fishing. You can't just think about all the pressure,
mm-hmm.
and you just got to worry about catching them fish. And at the end of the day, the pressure is just, obviously there's going to be pressure, but it's just another day of fishing.
Just another day. Just another day of fishing. That's cool. Now, Dailus, I got to ask you this. What's it like standing behind that stage before they call you out there?
Well, I had a GoPro chest mount running.
Yeah, I saw that on your chest.
Yeah, just so I could go back and rewatch all of this, because it goes by quick whenever you're up there. It just flies by. And I got that GoPro. I went back and watched it. I mean, you just don't notice stuff that you see the first time that you go back and watch it. And you see it again. It's awesome to just be able to relive it like that.
Now, if anybody has a question, I really hope somebody calls in this morning at 1-312-332-3776. That's 1-312-332-3776. Now, like you're behind the stage. You guys went out fishing. You caught your bag of fish. You go through this maze of electronic gear that probably shocks a lot of people the first time they see it when you're standing behind the that stage. And, you go up on a higher level to go out on stage, and you walk out there, and there's cheering crowds and people and lights and music and everything. It's got to be almost like you get hit by a freight train, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, we were...
Go ahead, Dailus.
Go ahead. Oh, okay. Well, we were standing backstage with all the other teams, holding our bags of fish in the tanks, aerator tanks, and we were the very last team to weigh in, and we couldn't hear any of the weights as they were reading them off, and everything was just kind of quieter back there, and we didn't really know going out there if we had it or not. So I mean, even the intensity and just the crowd, it was just crazy.
Just nuts, huh? I got a text message here from, his name is John on the north side of Chicago, and John wants to know what was the hot bait that you caught most of your fish on?
Well, pre-fishing, I was throwing a little spin head or underspin, or most crappie guys know it as a road runner, and then I was throwing about a 5-inch paddle tail swim bait on it pre-fishing, and then. But it was really, really windy that pre-fishing day, and then whenever we came back on tournament day, the wind had died down, and there was little to no wind whatsoever. So then that's whenever we altered our plan. He started flipping a jig and throwing a crankbait, and we just, we changed up and found the same fish on a different bait.
On a different bait. Now, when you're using the crankbait, are you bouncing it off of the logs and branches that are in the water, or is it just a straight retrieve, Dailus?
It was a little bit of both. I mean, we were throwing it down the side of laydowns, or we were bouncing it off some of the rocks, or maybe we'd throw it out in the deeper water where it wouldn't quite hit the bottom.
Yeah. Now, I noticed that on your shirt when you guys were at the weigh-in, you've got Fox River rods that were on it. That's a local company up north here, Chuck DeVito. Yeah, so, I mean, when you stuck those, and you guys had some nice fish. You had nice fish. When you stuck them, boy, that rod must have helped you out.
Oh, yeah, we met him up at the Chicago Land Fishing Show, and he's always been really good to us.
Yeah, that was. Now, Trevor, what was the biggest fish of your bag?
The biggest fish we caught was a 6-pounder, and we caught that on a lunker lure jig.
A lunker lure jig?
Yeah, we actually had a tree in practice. We had a 5-pounder come up and hit our jig, and we accidentally hooked it. It slammed down the tree and hooked itself. And I went back in the tournament and flipped in the exact spot that 5-pounder was and caught a 6-pounder.
Now, your family that was down there must have been completely having an out-of-body experience screaming when you guys won.
Yeah, my dad, on the ride up there, he said, "Son, I'm going to probably be in tears after you win this."
And you're like, "Yeah, okay, Dad."
Yeah.
Oh, my God. That is so cool. That is so cool. What about you, Trev? I mean, Dailus.
Well, my grandparents went down there. My mom and dad went down there. My sister was down there with us. And then a whole bunch of our family friends, they were all down there with us. And they just said it was one of the best classics that they've ever went to, Just by us winning, we got all kinds of VIP, passes, and we got to talk to all the pros. You know, that's just something you don't get to do every day.
No. And I want you to know, I've been in this industry 25 plus years, and I've been working the Bassmaster Classics for 12, 13 years, and I get excited every time I meet those guys. I still get excited. They're normal people just like you and I are. Well, some people question if I'm normal, but they're normal guys just like you are, and it's so exciting. It's a lot of fun. They're just good people. They are all good people, and I'm so glad that you got all the treatment and everybody was good to you and stuff like that. And you're also doing some stuff for our friend Shimano now, I understand, huh?
Yeah, we met Frank Dailus up at the show, and Shimano reels are the best reels that have ever been made. I'm fishing a tournament right now. We just caught a 4-pounder. Between me and my dad, we have about 25 Shimano reels. And without Shimano, we definitely wouldn't have been able to catch all those fish that we did.
Yeah, it's a well-made reel. Let me tell you,
it is. It's just me and my dad. We have about 25 chronarchs between the two of us, and I wouldn't trade them for anything.
No. You when that fish hits, you want to make sure you've got a good reel, like a Shimano, and you guys had your good friends over at the Fox River Rods with Chuck DeVito, and sticking those fish and playing them back. I mean, it's just those are the important things. Those are the important things that you need to do if you're going to be in competition. You want to make sure those fish that you're catching are coming into the boat or the shore. You got to have good gear, and that's an important thing. Now, I think, Dailus, you were a senior? Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, Trevor, are you a senior?
Yeah.
Okay, what's the plans for next year?
Well, as of right now, we both signed our letters of intent with McKenny University, and we have fishing scholarships and both academic scholarships. So, and me and him signed as a team, so we got 4 more years fishing together.
Oh, so that means we're going to get to see it for another 4 years on the tournament trail with the college teams with Bassmasters, and our good friends at Shimano here will be supporting the high school and college tournament trail, and also the reports on Chauncey's Great Outdoors. And did you guys all, parents, I hope you heard that real loud and clear. They got a scholarship for fishing and academics. Put that to the bank, Mom and Dad. That is so cool. I wish it was around when I was a little kid. Oh, my goodness. I am so excited for you guys. I really am. And once again, this is being heard by, everybody, that listens to Chauncey's Great Outdoors, East of the Mississippi River, podcast, YouTube, and everything is going to be able to hear our conversation. And I can't tell you how proud I am because high school fishing as a sport started in Illinois. The schools up north, attacked it, just with vigor, and Southern Illinois, the schools down there, they went at it with vigor. Our friends at Ren Lake Tourism and Benton, Illinois, and the Ren Lake Resort and Conference Center, they are so proud that someone from their community is the national champion. The notes that I've gotten from so many of the people in your area, you guys have got to be stars down there. That's all I can say. Trevor, don't you?
Yeah, we're definitely. You feel at the Classic, we had when you have little kids coming up and asking for your autographed picture, it makes you feel good. And definitely, like Facebook, we put a Facebook post, and the support we get from our family and friends here at Benton is just heartwarming. Because you'll have 200 people commenting, "Oh, good job! We're so proud of you boys," and it's good knowing that your community is for what you're doing and loves and support you.
Oh, exactly. And the community support. I'm surprised they didn't throw a parade for you guys down there. Maybe they did.
They called us to see if we wanted the fire trucks to go around their little town square here.
Oh my God. Guys, I want to thank you for coming on, and it was just so good. And I had zero influence on you guys being there, but I was so proud that here is somebody from Southern Illinois, where high school fishing, the state where high school fishing started across this country, coming in and being the championship. And we got to tell everybody you pulled out the can of a bass whoop, and you did a good job on those other teams because your final weight was how much, Dailus?
18 pounds, 11 ounces.
18-11, and the closest one next to you, Trevor, was how much?
I think 11-13 was the closest with 2 fish. We actually caught the only limit in the tournament.
You pulled out the can and just whooped. You whooped on that one, and I am so proud. I am so proud of you guys. And I only have one request. In a couple of months, I'm going to be coming down to Southern Illinois at Ren Lake. Maybe we could spend a couple hours on the water. Is that okay for Dailus? Can I go out fishing with you guys once?
Yeah, just give us time and a date, and I'm sure we can make it happen.
All right. As long as you're not doing something for Shimano, right?
Right.
All right, guys. Well, once again, Dailus, that's Dailus Richardson and Trevor McKenny from Benton High School, and they are the national high school champions at the Bassmaster Classic for high school tournaments this past weekend in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Guys, congratulations to you, your families, aunts, uncles, grandpas, sisters, everybody, the town, the community. I can only imagine how much pride there is in Benton, Illinois right now. Guys, thank you for coming on today's show.
Yeah, thank you, Chauncey.
All right, take care, guys.
Thank you.
2 super guys, absolutely super guys. And this segment was sponsored by our friends at Shimano for the high school and college fishing teams. You're listening to Chauncey on Chauncey's Great Outdoors. Coming up, Edwin Evers. Can't go wrong with Edwin. It's a great interview. We'll be right back. Hey, come to Bass Pro Shops and bring the family dog to the Dog Day sale and family event going on right now through tomorrow. Get everything you need for the family pooch that the pooch needs. They need a new bed. They need some toys. They need a new collar. And you could load up your tackle box on fishing gear for all the open water fishing going on right now. But while you bring your dog in, bring the family. Comb your hair. Have a free picture taken with about a 4x6 photo with the family pooch. That's right. Free seminars, gifts, and more, all available at the Family Dog event going on at Bass Pro Shops today and tomorrow. So remember, come to Bass Pro Shops Dog Days family event at all 3 stores, Bolingbrook, Portage, Indiana, and Gurnee Mills. It's where your next outdoor adventure begins indoors.
Paul's Pizza and Hot Dogs on 31st and Wolf Road in Westchester is the home of the largest and best Italian beef you'll find in the Chicagoland area. With a full menu of charbroiled sandwiches, pasta, Italian favorites, and more, you'll know why people throughout the suburbs and Chicago will drive to Paul's for a true Chicago-style Italian beef. But Paul's Pizza and Hot Dogs on 31st and Wolf Road in Westchester also has a catering menu of Italian favorites like eggplant parmesan, salads, manicotti, chicken Vesuvio, marsala, and more. To make your next party special, call Paul's for catering at 708-531-9080. That's 708-531-9080. So stop on out to Paul's Pizza and Hot Dogs in Westchester on 31st and Wolf Road and taste what a true Chicago tradition is like. The Ren Lake Resort has been totally upgraded and remodeled and is truly a little bit of heaven at Exit 77, just off Interstate 57. From new furniture, linens, flat screen TVs to the most comfortable bed you'll ever feel, it's like you're sleeping on a cloud and more. The Ren Lake Resort is also the only resort on Ren Lake, and you are only minutes away from being on the water right from your room. But you can also go hiking, biking, golf, and more. It's even the gateway to the Southern Illinois wine trails. So make your plans now and come to Ren Lake Resort, the only resort on Ren Lake. Call them at 618-629-2211. That's 618-629-2211, or go to renlakeresort.com. When you're fishing for salmon with Diamond Ghost Charters on Lake Michigan, the 2 words every fisherman loves to yell is, "Fish on!"
and Captain Tony of Diamond Ghost Charters will put you on the fish when you're looking to go. A salmon fishing trip with Diamond Ghost Charters is a perfect way to spend a half a day or a full day out fishing with friends, family, or co-workers all on Lake Michigan. So let Diamond Ghost Charters out of Winthrop Harbor hook you up with a
Edwin's
chunky
ready,
silver coho,
18 till the reef.
Fall King, or a lunker lake trout. They're all waiting for you with Diamond Ghost Charters. Don't wait. Call Captain Tony at 847-838-2037. That's 847-838-2037. And get ready to yell, fish on! Don't wait till the last minute. Get your boat serviced and ready to go on all of our open water fishing at Waterworks Marine. Their mechanics are certified in all engines as well as electrical things on your boat. Remember that. They can get you up and running, raring to go, all at Waterworks Marine at 18660 South Cicero Avenue. They've got some great specials on parts as well as electronics going on right now. And if you're looking for a new boat, this is the time. Check out Waterworks Marine sale on new and used boat on their website, Waterworks, that's Waterworks with an E.com. Remember, Waterworks Marine is at 18660 South Cicero Avenue in Country Club Hills. For more information or to get anything you need for the boating recreationalist, call them at 708-798-9700.
This is Chauncey's Great Outdoors on ESPN 1000 and ESPNChicago.com.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Chauncey's Great Outdoors. The man who won the 2016 Bassmaster Classic. I think his voice is still echoing through the universe. He was so loud on stage. Mr. Edwin Evers, how are you?
I'm doing great, Chauncey. How are you?
Oh, buddy, I can't tell you how excited I was for you winning it and stuff. I mean, it was just... If the people didn't see it, or it's going to be on ESPN2, I can't remember what day it is off the top of my head, but it's you, what you did, no one has ever done.
I don't know about that, but man, it was just an awesome final day, catching that 29 pounds, and I'm still beside myself. It's such a huge blessing for me and my family. I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah, you heard everyone, just so you know, you heard Edwin. It was 29 pounds plus a few ounces in one bag limit. He beat the biggest bag limit. I think I got 2 records off that, knowing Ken Duke. He's got all that at the tip of his fingers. But I mean, you know, you were in what place on that final day?
Third place going in this final day.
How many pounds back? How many pounds back?
Roughly like 6 pounds, 5 ounces, six something.
And
6 pounds.
And when you're competing against another Oklahoman there, like, you know, Mr. Christie, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's
pretty
no
good
slouch.
angler.
He's no slouch.
Yeah, yeah, that's to say the least.
Oh God! And you know, you did something that I have to say this. When you were talking in the press conference afterwards, you went back to, you know, something that you did with your dad, to the spot that you fished with him, right?
My son.
Well, your sons. I'm sorry, your sons. I apologize.
Yep, my son. Yep, me and my son every year we go float the Elk River. We float it way up in Missouri, and obviously not the stretch that I fished, but it's neat that it happened. I mean, it's just it's probably the most special place that I have that I go fishing, and it's just because I get to, you know, share it with my son. We go on an overnight camping trip, and it's one of our most favorite trips that we've ever done, you know, the last 2 years. And yeah, it kind of choked me up a little bit just after, you know, putting it all together that I won that thing on the same river that me and him just really love to go float.
Yeah, and you know, I know Bass Pro Shop's one of your sponsors. I've seen you in a number of the stores around the country. You help out in the Portage, Indiana store every year with one of their fundraisers. But it was just so good to see. I mean, literally, I was watching the stuff on the internet, you know, the Bass Track and everything, and I'm watching. I'm like, this guy's going to do it. You are absolutely, and I have to say this, all of the guys are very nice. I am not knocking any of the gentlemen that fish in the pro circuit. You are one of the really special guys out there, because I see how you interact with young kids, old kids, ladies, you know, young girls that love fishing, you know, how you talk to them and treat them. You are really a special angler to all of them, and I want to thank you for the way you are like that. But
thank you, Chauncey.
The thing I need to know is, What was the hot bait, dude? And don't tell me a bubble gum worm.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm going to give you the lowdown on it all. The first day it all came on a Megabass Flap Slap. It's a really subtle. It's my all-time favorite cold water crankbait. I had a really great practice. The 3 practice periods. The water started at 44 degrees that first morning when I put my boat in, and it was cold. And man, I caught one right off the bat, a really big one on it, and I never put it down the rest of the practice. And by the time the first day of the tournament, it had got to like 52. And that first day, I caught a nice sack, only 4 fish that weighed 14 pounds, but I didn't ever land that 5th keeper. And I knew I needed to do something different with the water warmer. And by the second day, that water was up to 55 degrees. And I ran up the river, and I started flipping a Zoom Z-Hog and throwing just a spinnerbait, War Eagle spinnerbait, and caught the biggest bag of the second day, and when you catch 17 pounds on Grand in March, and it's the biggest bag of the tournament, the lake's fishing tough. I mean, I'm like, man, I can't believe this. I was just trying to catch some fish, maybe squeak into that top 6. Heck, I moved to 3rd and, I move up on the leader a little bit. And I was like, wow, I don't need to fish this like a normal Grand. I need to just catch fish. And so then that final day in practice, I think Sunday, the final day of practice of the first 3 days, I went through the elk. I caught one really big one, and I shook 2 big ones off in this area that I fished the final day. And I got in there that morning, and it was magical. I mean, I started throwing a little Andes E-Series finesse jig in green crawl with a little Zoom critter crawl on it. And throwing it on light line, 12-pound Bass Pro fluorocarbon, and throwing it just around those logs. And like the first one I caught was a 6-pounder, and caught another one, and I went in there hoping to catch 2, and I ended up catching a whole sack full of them. It was just a magical day.
That sounds so cool. Now, you also had some, besides, your sponsors are very proud of you. And, I mean, you've got a huge list of sponsors, and I know that. But, Bass Pro Shops had to have been just about busting their shirt with pride that you won.
Yeah, I'm so thankful to be able to give something back to them, because they've been so great to me. And I use all Bass Pro rod and reels. People, I travel the country, like, man, you really use those. I was like,
there is no spot in the system.
I mean, they may not be the $300 rod and reels that you see a lot of guys using, but, man, my rod and reels are $100, and I think they're awesome. I love my rod and reels. All their line, and I couldn't ask for a better company to be a part of, just because they're so in tune with fishing, and that's what they do. And I'm just very thankful for all the people that work there. They're great people. They truly are great people. They're all this family. They were all there at the takeoff in the mornings, and they're at the weigh-ins in the evenings, and that means a lot to a fisherman. That they want people involved in the sport, and they definitely are.
Yeah. Did you have you settled down a little bit so it sunk in that you won?
Every now and then my wife will say, man, you really won. I was like, I know, I can't believe it. Then we'll get back to reality of taking kids to school or watching a school play or doing more radio interviews. But I couldn't be more excited. I don't know what to say. It's just, it's unbelievable.
Well, Edwin, I want to thank you for coming on today's show, and because I know you got another show coming up that you're doing someplace else in the country to talk on. And, I have to say, your family, your son, you know what? Your wife and daughter were very proud of you. Your son was just an absolute joy to watch. That kid was like all over the place. He was so excited that Dad won.
He is. Something really cool. If I got time, yesterday on Fridays they have an assembly for the lower elementary. Kindergarten, first and second grade. And I try to go to him because, he'll win a reading award. All the kids, they win reading awards, and it was really, really cool. I'm up there and clapping for all the kids reading the reading awards. And then all of a sudden they call him up to the front, all the teachers, they make him a banner. And then they call me up to the front. I had no idea. I tried to get out of this thing a couple times. My wife says, man, you really need to be there. I had some other people asking me to be somewhere else. And I ended up having to tell them no. And now I know that they made a big banner for me and him, and it was really cool. Just all those kids. It was it's probably the neatest thing so far after the Classic that's happened. It was really awesome.
Oh, cool. Well, Edwin, thanks so much for coming on today's show and congratulations to you and your family and all of your sponsors on you being the 2016 Bassmaster Classic winner. And I will see you down the road at one of the events because I'm coming to a bunch of them, okay?
Awesome. Chauncey, I sure appreciate all you do for our sport, bud. Thank you.
Take care. That's Edwin Evers, everybody. Truly one of the nicest guys on the face of the earth. And a hell of a fisherman. You're listening to Chauncey on Chauncey's Great Outdoors. You know us. We know the outdoors. Hey, come to Bass Pro Shops and bring your family dog to the Family Day sale event for the Pooch going on right now through March 12th. Get everything for the family Pooch you need, as well as beds, collars, everything you need. And load up the tackle box with all that open water fishing gear. Get a free 4x6 photo with the family and the Pooch. That means comb your hair. So come to Bass Pro Shops, Dog Days family event at all 3 stores. Bolingbrook, Portage, Indiana, and Gurney Mills. Hello, everyone. This is Chauncey, your host of Chauncey's Great Outdoors Radio, and I want to tell you about a fantastic new magazine for fishermen and hunters. It's called Midwest
The only
Outdoors.
Mr. and Mrs. T spot in the system is a spot talking about a contest from last year.
This is the new Midwest Outdoors. It's better than ever, and it's jam-packed with new features, great information on fishing and hunting that you can use. Whether you want to know where to go, what to use, how to use it, or just plain enjoy the outdoors, the new Midwest Outdoors is worth a look. Every issue has great articles from your favorite professional outdoorsmen, and this month's marked map will get you on the fish on your favorite lake. Midwest Outdoors is available at leading newsstands, or you can have it delivered to your home for only $14.95 for 12 issues. You can sign up online at MidwestOutdoors.com or call them at 800-606-3474. All major credit cards accepted. That's MidwestOutdoors.com or call 800-606-3474. The new Midwest Outdoors magazine and television show, helping you enjoy the outdoors.
It's Chauncey's Great Outdoors on ESPN 1000 and ESPNChicago.com.
Helps if I push the button when I'm talking. Welcome back to everybody to Chauncey's Great Outdoors. Want to thank our sponsors that bring this program to you every single week. Bass Pro Shops, all 3 stores. Waterworks Marine, Bald's Pizza, Midwest Outdoors Magazine, Rend Lake Tourism Bureau, and Rend Lake Lodge. Vermilion Dam Lodge, Yellowbird Fishing Products, Plano Molding, and our friends at Shimano making us the official high school fishing team and college team reporting station. And don't forget to like us at Facebook/Chauncey's Great Outdoors. Great weekend, great week, lots of activity going on. Look forward to seeing my friends up at the Walleyes Unlimited Dinner this evening in Illinois Beach State Park. I'd like to leave you with the Native American proverb, and this one comes from the Lumbee Nation. Seek wisdom, not knowledge. Knowledge is the past. Wisdom is of the future. Seek wisdom, not knowledge. Knowledge is of the past. Wisdom is of the future. How very true. Please remember, we don't own the woods, the rain, the storm, the fish we catch. We truly are borrowing it all from our children's children. You have a good, safe St. Patrick's Day, and don't forget, St. Joseph's Day next Saturday. You're listening to Chauncey on Chauncey's Great Outdoors. We'll see you next week.
Hear that? Of course not, because a dead car battery doesn't make a sound. You know who does make sound? Your daughter. And if you miss her big game, she'll make plenty of angry, high-pitched sounds. Better head to your neighborhood Advance Auto Parts. We offer free battery testing, a 3-year replacement